I've been thinking a lot about what second-time parents say they would do differently with their second child versus their first child. And specifically, one pattern that I feel like is a recurring theme that second-time parents, I feel, say that they'll be doing differently is having more boundaries in place around who is visiting early on after the birth and what the guidelines around what that visitation will look like. And now that I'm closer to the end of my pregnancy journey, I am in my last 3 days, I better understand why second-time parents might be better equipped to set these boundaries compared to first-time parents. I think as a first-time parent, you don't know what you don't know. You don't know how it's going to feel to have to wake up every 2 hours to feed a newborn. You don't know how it's going to feel to hold your child for the first time or to try and build a bond. You've literally never been handed a child before and told build a bond and take care of this little thing and build a life with this little thing. And so of course, when everyone around you is excited and everybody wants to be involved, you're like saying yes to everyone. And this is where I think this pattern of second-time parents doing things differently comes in, because they have had the experience already to know with conviction what it is that they want. I think as a first-time parent, you can't say with conviction what you want, so your requests sound like you're trying to exclude people. It sounds like you're trying to reject people, but actually you're trying to preserve your mental peace. And I think that that is only something that you can be 100% certain of in that second child experience, because you've already lived it. And you can say with 100% certainty, this is what I want because of A, B, and C. But when you don't have that experience, it's easier to bend and to shift and to be more in alignment with what other people might want versus what you and your partner might really want. So if you are a fellow first-time parent, this is my invitation to you to really take ownership of what you want your first few weeks with your child to look like. And maybe it is that you want everyone at your house all day, every day. Maybe it's that you want just your husband there, or just your husband and your mom there, or just your sister there, or whatever it is. I encourage you to really feel empowered in setting the pace for whatever that looks like, especially in those first few weeks following birth. It is so hard, but I think it's worth it. And I think we should all be really looking at those second-time parents and learning what we can from them and not feeling guilty about it. Because again, if there's a time for us to be selfish and to communicate our needs and to say what we want, I think it's very fair that that time be after you've gone through pregnancy, after you've birthed a child, after you're starting this new chapter of motherhood. If there's ever a time for you to be allowed to be selfish, it is now. And I heard someone else say this. They said, the people who mind don't matter and the people who matter don't mind about your rules and guidelines. So if there are certain things that you want, if there are certain things that you're asking for, the people who matter the most to you will completely understand. And anyone who doesn't matter to you probably shouldn't be in your list of people who are getting those rules and guidelines anyway. Just a thought.